Strength is always the way back into her arms. I had a guy reach out to me on Instagram and he gave me his whole story. And basically, he just didn't understand what it was about no contact, how to get your ex back videos, other coaches that he watches. What are they all trying to say? And at the end of the day, guys, it's always about strength with women. Not muscular, although it does help. Emotional strength. Why do women want to be with guys who have emotional strength? At the end of the day, it's about safety for them. Safety, security, right? Women, physically speaking, are the weaker sex between men and women, 99% of the time, depending on training and blah, blah, blah. But without training and all that, 99% of the time, a man will beat up a woman, right? Guys who have emotional weakness are going to be the ones that will get her in places of danger. Okay. She's going to want to stay the furthest away from danger. What are women really looking for? What is it that will give you the best chances to keep women interested in you? Why is it, right? So at the end of the day, it's about, does she feel safe in your arms? They don't want to be around some guy who can't handle, his emotions. They want to be with a guy who can handle his emotions, who can handle himself. Women know on a subconscious level that if you can't be alone, that you're weak. Us as men have the burden of performance. Rich Cooper says it all the time on his channel. We have the burden of performance, and he's absolutely right. We have to worry about our finances. We have to worry about our health. We have to worry about our families. We're providers and protectors. At the end of the day, that is what men have deeply ingrained in their DNA. We love to provide, and it's in our DNA to do so. Men, if they're not providing or they're not building something, we end up feeling useless. And a useless man will go to extreme lengths, sometimes suicide, stuff like that, because they don't know what to do with themselves. Okay? What you guys need to understand is when a woman breaks up with you, when a woman has been with you for quite some time, especially a long-term relationship, she is at the point, she's at a breaking point where she's sick of certain behaviors. Maybe you're not standing up for yourself and she really wants you to. Maybe you have displayed a lot of weakness, not putting up boundaries. She's tested you, you failed, whatever it is. She has a lack of respect for you now. That lack of respect is going to lead to her breaking up with you. And depending on how you take it and depending on how you acted during the relationship, she is going to walk farther and further away from you, which is still just a test at the end of the day, right? It's the ultimate test, because is she coming back or not? No one knows. Your behavior from there is going to dictate whether she keeps you as an option or not. So these no contact videos are supposed to help you disengage from her and disengage from the relationship and take a step back and start looking in the mirror. At the end of the day, that's what these breakup videos are for, especially coming from me. Really what I want you guys to do, I try to turn the feminine guys who can't be without women into masculine guys. That's the path I put them on. The guys who can be alone, I point them into the right direction with books, because I can't explain every single thing about me that I do, that Rich Cooper does, that Elliot Hulse does, that AMS does, Steph is Cold, MJ Get Right, all these guys who are dope as fuck. I can't explain everything that they do on a deep level to a feminine guy. So he needs to unravel it. Like, that's why you have to lead them down a path. Don't tell them what the path is, like in the Matrix, right? That's what these no contact videos are supposed to help you do. They're supposed to help you understand that you don't need her. You don't need anybody. You need yourself, and you need to rely on your own strength, your own emotional strength. It's a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it'll get. When you guys are going through breakups, what is a woman looking for you to do? Stand up for yourself. This is a boundary. If you set proper boundaries in relationships, and you stand by them, and she'll test them. Oh fuck, she'll test them. She'll push them, she'll prod them, she'll step on it, she'll try to break through it. But as long as you keep that wall up, as long as you keep, I don't mean your emotional wall, like the boundary wall, as long as you keep that up and you keep it strong, she'll respect you. She cannot love you if she doesn't respect you. So fellas, it's always about strength at the end of the day. When you are faced with a breakup, you have to sit here and go, okay, there's something that happened in this relationship that went wrong between us. And like I say in a lot of my videos, the 99% of breakups are caused by complacency in one form or another. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's obvious, or insecurity. Normally insecurity hits the early stages of like a few months, something like that, to a year, whatever. Guy starts getting insecure because this woman wants to have a fucking life. And then the complacency part usually hits men, around the couple year mark, 2, 3, 4 year mark. There's actually a guy that I was doing coaching with who is going through a really hard time because of the COVID-19 lockdown. He's a very social guy. He's a social butterfly. And he really, really likes being around people. He's having a really hard time with his relationship because he is locked down and he's at home, working from home. And I told him, I said, bro, first of all, have the perspective that a lot of people are going through that. And I don't know if that helps give you some peace, some solace, I think is the word that you would use for that. But there's a lot of people going through that same thing. Another thing, you can still be social, but it's in an online form. You can do that as well. And you can still go outside and go for walks. As long as you're outside, depending on where you are and how many people are around, you don't have to wear a mask. So go do, you can even have social distancing get-togethers, like just stand away from each other, right? And even then, some places you can still be close. It's just you're outside. So there's some solutions there, but he was letting the depression get to him, and that was the problem. He wasn't facing it. He wasn't going forward. He was just sitting and wallowing in his shit, so to speak. She's looking for you to keep pushing, keep flexing your muscles, your emotional muscles. That's why women test you. At the end of the day, women are the gatekeepers to sex. Yes, that is true. However, it is our jobs to penetrate that boundary, because it is a boundary really at the end of the day. It's not really a bad thing, because usually people think of a boundary being broken as a bad thing, but she's putting up a wall and she's stopping you from getting close to her. And when you are able to penetrate that emotional place and get her in a place where she's happy, having fun, you guys are light, you guys are having a great time. That is what 90% of a relationship is supposed to be like. Relationships are not supposed to be depressing, down in the dumps, serious all the time. 90% of the relationships guys should be having should be fun, light, charming, having a great time as much as you can. And a lot of people are going to be like, well, what about this and what about that? You are an individual, and so is she. Men are the leaders of relationships, no matter what fucking bullshit feminism shit is out there that you guys have been hearing, that women run the household, blah, 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 happy wife, happy life. Bullshit. Okay, look, men are the leaders of relationships. And the reason why is guys are goal setters, goal achievers, goal accomplishers. They get shit done. And here at the end of the day, when the man is happy and he's fruitful and he's bringing a lot of shit but he is very confident in himself, makes women love him because he's fun to be around. He's providing a fun experience. Do you see what word I just used? Provide. He's providing a fun environment for her to, he's inviting her into it. So when you guys are caught up in your breakups and you're like, oh my God, I want her back so bad, that the reason why she's running away from you is because you have put her in a place where she is your world. Do you guys understand why that's a problem? You don't have a world of your own where you invite her in. Do you listen, fellas, everyone listening to this? Do you have your own apartment? Now, I'm not saying everyone needs to run a business, but you should be, especially now, because look what happened to most people's jobs during COVID, right? My businesses went up because people were looking for more opportunities to make money online. Making an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 online passively is definitely something that you can do. It's not that it doesn't take any work. It takes work. It takes a lot of work. However, once you put yourself in a position to learn and know, you can reap the benefits big time. Do you have your own place? Number one. Do you have income? Is it growing? Is it investments? Whatever it is, make sure it's growing. Make sure that's what I'm talking about. Do you have a great social circle? Are you healthy? Do you go on walks? Can you go up a hill? Like, can you go up a hill and not get tired right away? Right? Like that, guys, I'll be straight up with you. Health is my lowest priority right now, or it was, not right now, it was for years. I neglected it, and then I fucking started feeling the consequences of ignoring my health, right? Low energy, gut issues, stuff like that. That's why you guys used to hear me burp all the time in my old videos. So that was a long time ago, and I've gotten better, but it's still an issue. Still takes time to fix. So, but that is something, and here's the thing. When women are attracted to you and they see that potential in you, like say you're really crushing with your finances and your social circle, but your health is a little lacking. Women will say, okay, this is where he's great, and then this is where he's not. And she'll still love you, but as long as that one thing that you're failing at isn't causing a big rift in your relationship, then you guys will be all right for the most part. Now, say you have a health issue and you guys can't have sex or something like that, or you know what I mean? Like as long as whatever the issue is isn't causing a repeated rift in your relationship, then things will be cool. Where women break up with guys is when it's always a repeated behavior that she doesn't like about you. That's where women leave guys. So at the end of the day, I keep reiterating to the guys in my coaching program, it is about strength. So what did I name when I named those 4 things? I said the 4 pillars, right? Your social circle, your health, your wealth, and your personal development. I didn't really say too much about the personal development part, but when you invest in yourself, I have a book over there called Declare War on Yourself by Mark Summers. Mark Summers has a plethora of books about dating and stuff like that. MajorLeagueDating.com, I think it is. I never even looked at his content. I have that book because it's a great self-development book. At the end of the day, like I keep saying, females are always attracted to those guys that can maintain their 4 pillars, their circles, their worlds, their strength. And when you develop these things, a lot of guys have no fucking clue even what I'm talking about, because you guys were coddled by mommy for so long. And she's like, this is what women are looking for. And dads these days are weak and they don't want to stand up and tell men really what the fuck it's all about. So now you guys are learning through this stuff, the red pill movement and MGTOW and stuff like that, what chicks are really fucking looking for. And look, all they want is a man who respects himself, sets some really good boundaries. She'll respect you. Obviously, you have to be strong, like I said a million fucking times in this video. You have to be strong. You have to be about your purpose. The second that you're about your purpose and you're about your own grind and you're out there crushing it and you're moving forward and you're making shit happen, that's when girls are like, you know, they can feel your swagger. They can feel your jump. They can feel it. And they're like, okay, I want to be part of that. I wonder if a lot of you guys have heard about this. I'm sure you guys have. But when you're in a relationship, why is it that other girls want you, but when you're single, they don't? It's the vibe you're giving off, right? When you're single, you're in a place of, okay, I want a relationship, right? I never had that issue myself personally, because I was always good at getting women. My problem, guys, was keeping them. Right? I didn't understand what girls were looking for in a love long-term sense, right? I was able to pull them in like, oh, like you're like, they'd find me attractive. I was like, cool. And I could get in their world. I could invite them into my world, right? I could get into their heads and I could get them to come over to me. But when the relationship would go on, I would literally have an issue keeping her around because I wasn't focused on my purpose. I remember I was in school and the woman I was with at the time was like, what's your plans afterwards? I was like, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do. Right? How is that attractive? Right? No wonder we broke up. Because I had no plan. I had no future. I didn't know shit. And I was in my 20s. I was in my early 20s. So when I was trying to have a relationship with this woman, and plus I was a huge fucking simp, writing letters and telling her I loved her every day. Oh my God. Like telling a woman that you love them is fine, but you have to let her come to you, right, about it. But man, I was a huge fucking simp at the time. No wonder we broke up. She cheated on me and left me for some other fucking guy. But that was back in my early 20s, like really early, like 21, 22, when I didn't know shit. Right after that, sort of where I found Corey Wayne, and I was like, okay, like, and I started going down that path. Strength is your number one priority. Strength of your emotions. Make sure your body's strong. Make sure that you are able to be a man alone, whatever, on this planet, because women are going to be way more attracted to a guy that can handle himself. Doesn't need mommy. Doesn't need mommy's titty to be all right. And that is the whole point of this 16-minute video at this point, without cuts, without edits. That's what it's about, fellas. It's always going to be about that. Even with the way the world is going now, women still want a strong man. All that's happening right now is the real alpha males are under attack, and they're getting stronger. They know how to navigate what's going on right now. It's weird everyone's got to adjust. You can't really say what you want to say. You know, you guys don't even know what I really want to say, because I won't put it on YouTube. It'll be private. There are truths, there are laws, and there are certain things that are always going to be true. And women are always going to seek strength and strong men at the end of the day. And that is your aim to do, guys. Telling a woman how much you love her, you know, is you know, you guys have to let women come to you. Let her think it's her idea. You want to reach out, you want to do all that stuff, but you're waiting for her to set that, because now you're making it think it's her idea. And when she does that, she's like, okay, like, I'm ready, right? And she's ready to talk to you. She's ready to hang out with you. Set your dates, guys. Set your dates. Have a great time. 90% of the relationship is fun, lighthearted. 10% is serious planning, blah, 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 blah. But still, keep it chill. Never talk about negative shit. If you got a problem in your life as a man, don't tell her. Or you can tell her, but don't whine about it. That is what most guys do. I'm broke. Oh my God. I'm so broke. I can't pay bills. I can't do anything. She's like, bro, are you going to get off your ass and do something about it? Or are you just going to whine? And that's why women are avoiding that, because they don't want to be your mama. They don't care about that. They want to be with a partner. And that's the end of my rant and ramble of this long ass video. If you guys have any questions, hit me up to my email, masculineenergy27@gmail.com. You can also join the Masculine Energy Telegram channel, where I have my book list, where I put some premium content sometimes. It's free. And then there's a discussion group as well. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Sometimes I talk in there too. And you guys can also do coaching with me as well if you have some sort of issue in your life that you'd like to solve. Money, business, women, whatever it is. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This one's pretty long, but I'll see you guys later. Done.